I think that we work with so many leaders, so many, well, I'll speak for myself here, closeted priestesses, where when we can create sacred space and just normalize these types of ancient remembrances, ancient ceremonial arts, it's like their worlds change. It doesn't take 1, 2 years of coaching. Yes, transformation takes time, and this is a lifestyle, so there is no time limit on it. But it bypasses the mental bodies so that shifts can take place beyond the mind, so that our beingness actually changes. And by law, the reality around us begins to shift as well.
Mm. I love that. And I'm going to take it even deeper because vibrational medicine works on a cellular level. And what happens is, since we're born, we start putting on layers of the shoulds. We start absorbing other people's projections. And before you know it, we're coated with armor of stuff that isn't even what our true essence is. We're not even living in our true vibratory signature. So I see when you use your voice, it's you're making a decision to accept yourself. Because I'll tell you, when most people start using their voice in our training, they hate their voice. I sound horrible. I don't like the way I sound. Oh my God, I listen to myself on audio. I am not putting it out there. Or I want to sing this, but it's terrible. It's like, it's still them having to use their voice to learn how to love and accept themselves and stop being unkind. So we talked about the rage and the anger. And I believe everybody, and I don't care, I'm just going to put myself out there. I believe most men and women are holding a lot of rage, anger, shame, and guilt that they are not owning because they don't want to look at it. And where is it stored? In the fascia. In the fascia, in the muscles, the tissues, the cells. And vibratory medicine is like laser beams going in there, sonically massaging, stirring it up. Sometimes we can transmute it and like literally release it, just have a release like that. Other times it brings it to the surface. So, oh my gosh, I'm aware now. I'm aware of my bullshit. And then you work with a vibrational medicine therapist like me or Dani, and we help you keep transmuting it. And the thing is you're becoming more of you every time you stick with this. This is not something you do once. This is a daily practice. I do this every single day. Why? Because we live in an information-driven world and an energetic world where everything's vibration and people are projecting their shit onto us nonstop. You feel people when you go into the grocery store. You feel people through the internet. Like, you feel things all the time. Am I right? Can I say that? Where are my empaths at that hear emotional overload and they're like, I can't
Preach.
take it. Right? I can't take it. So to me, this is where this is going to get juicy. And then I'll let you talk because I'm on a tangent right now.
Go.
This is what healed me, guys, and transformed me. That's why I teach it. And so the first two instruments that came to me was a singing bowl. It was gifted to me. It was a solar plexus one. Why? Because I needed to come into my personal power. I was giving it away to everyone, people pleasing. And let me tell you, when you're constantly people pleasing, there's a layer of anger and rage underneath there, under that people pleasing too. Okay. The next thing was a drum. It was a buffalo drum. And that's when drumming became a huge thing for me because that's how I liberated myself of the emotions that were sticky and heavy. So when we talk about light language and like all these sound frequencies, you have the shamanic and the more guttural and deep things that come out that people, if you look like me and Dani and you're blonde and like this, people are like, well, look at you, like, what? That just came out of you. And sometimes you can even resist that part of you because it sounds like a man. It sounds really masculine. It can sound dark, shadowy. But this is the thing, guys. There's nothing, there's nothing to be scared about your shadow. You want to meet your shadow. You want to love your shadow. You want to embrace it. You're not in conflict with it, like, get the fuck out of here. Sorry, I swear, mom. If you're listening, my mom hates when I swear. But no, if we're in inner conflict with ourselves, then we can't heal. So we have to learn to love all these parts that start to show up. So I want to just say that this is the power of light language and the voice and all the different frequencies that come in. It's just basically, let's just simplify it. Come back to who you truly are and build the life that is aligned with you. That's why this podcast is called Live Life by Design. You get to design a life that is aligned with your soul. You get to create it. You get to remember your power. And when you're living for everyone else and not addressing your emotions and not taking care of yourself, it becomes nearly impossible. And when you're being hard on yourself, I should be better, I should be smarter, I should have more money, I should achieve more things, I should be farther along right now. And you start comparing, then you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck in a rut and you're not going to be able to flow the abundance. So for all you listeners, this is the download coming now. You want more abundance holistically in your life? Be kind and compassionate and patient with yourself and others. Don't
I
go.
already hear everyone going, eye roll, but it's the truth.
It's the truth because it's one of the hardest things to do, especially to yourself. I mean, like, it sounds so freaking simple, but think about it. How many times do you have a negative thought come? How many times a day does a negative thought pop in or a worry pop in? Let's be real here. Like, nobody is freaking sparkling butterflies and unicorns 24/7. I think there's like studies says that it's like 85% of our thoughts are negative. Like, so you have to have a conscious pattern interruption. Okay.
I love that so much. And
I
I just want to
totally
double
regret.
tap. It's like, that's the thing. I think people sometimes see people that hold a lot of light, that are happy, that are expressed, and like, oh, it's easy for you.
Mm-mm.
No, being kind to yourself is one of the most radical, revolutionary things you can do in this lifetime. It takes an immense amount of strength, and it's really no fucking bullshit. Straight up. That is where the warrior heart, the fire needs to come through.